Good evening. Welcome to the Corning Painted Post High School Learning Center graduation of June 2023. I think this is the largest group we've had, so we want to thank you all for attending and coming tonight. I'm Sarah Ainsworth. I'm the principal of the High School Learning Center. Thank you for all attending today and supporting our graduates. We are so unbelievably proud of these 8 graduates and everything they've accomplished over the years. They have been through so much and have come so far. Most of them started 6th grade when I actually started at the middle school, so this is a special group for me because I've been able to see them almost all 7 years. And I'm extremely proud of what they've accomplished and everything that they overcame. I would also like to take a moment to thank our supporters for the program. This is our 20th anniversary of this program. We just had our 20th reunion, and and is it a huge accomplishment for all of us who have been a part of it, and I'm very thankful to be a part of it. So first, I'd like to take a moment to thank those who support the program, the school board, Dr. Dale Wexel, President, Mrs. Mary Franklin, Vice President, Mr. Kevin Ashton, Ms. Kelly Bacallis, Dr. Ashley Long Johnson, Miss Margie Lawler, Miss Janelle Matier, Dr. Bo Ruffin, and Dr. James Webb. In addition, I'd like to thank Michelle Caulfield, Superintendent, and Linda Perry, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, for their support and guidance for this program. I would also like to thank the high school staff and volunteers for their dedication and commitment to the program and the students. Mr. Dave Quackenbush, High School Learning Coordinator and Humanities Teacher. Mr. Mike Sanfratillo, School Counselor. Mr. Glenn Stevenson, Mathematics. Mrs. Vanessa Miller, English, Language, and Literature. Miss Carol Howard, Science. Mrs. Emily Andrus, Physical Education. And also thank you to our volunteers and substitutes, Miss Lisa Rick-Calton, Mr. Jim Rossetti, Miss Erin Miller, Mr. John Casterline, and Miss Joni Kehoe. I would also like to thank our CPP Public Information Coordinator, Bill Cameron, along with Mike Simmons and CPPT for helping us set up the capacity of the live stream today. And then, like I said, this graduation celebrates the 20th anniversary of our very first graduating class. And we want to send a special thank you to the Triangle Fund, who has been a steadfast supporter of the many programs that have affected the success of the students. And as years went on, many more partnerships grew through this school community relationship model. So in addition to the Triangle Fund, we would also like to thank our community partners and supporting organizations, including the Arts Council of the Southern Tier, Habitat for Humanity Restore, Hands-On Glass Studio, the Corning Museum of Glass, the Rockwell Museum, Salvation Army Citadel, Southeast Steuben County Public Library, Corning Children's Center, the Brother Keepers Fund, Corning Rotary International, Corning Enterprises, Corning Community College, and finally Corning Painted Post School District. Without all of these partnerships, the High School Learning Center would not be what it is, so thank you. And now I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Ruth Goodwin, family-focused parenting educator with the Family Service Society.
Okay, you guys might be wondering who I am. Some know me, some do not. I have been coming up to the school, this wonderful, wonderful place, and with the students, we made over 300 bubble wands that were given away at Pride. And we had lines coming up waiting for those bubble wands, and they were amazing. And so when people ask me if I would do this commencement speak, I'm doing this as Ruth, not as a professional, which you're going to soon find out. I would like to say 39 years ago, I made a sacred promise to myself. I would never, ever, 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 never, ever voluntarily ever go to a high school graduation. Never, ever, 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 ever. Now, I should have made that promise to myself 40 years ago, but I'm a first grade flunk out. I flunked the first grade because when Ruth started to talk, her words came in inside out and backwards. And when I began to read, I read inside out and backwards. And kids laughed at me. And teachers wrote awful things. I have 14 years of where they would say, Ruth is slow, she's lazy, she's stubborn, she's simple. And so the way I coped was a simple solution. I became silent, and I never spoke. I was a silent child. So, after meeting you guys, when I walked in, I think I started in February, maybe March, and I met with these beautiful students who shared with me their stories as we made bubble wands. And they were fun stories. They were tender and raw stories. And I saw my peeps, and I saw a safe place. And so for these students, I have broken my vow, and I am voluntarily coming to a high school graduation. So you're going to get a neurodivergent graduation. So I am going to start this thing off, and we are going to create a rainstorm. I am fairly certain this has never occurred here inside this room. We will find out. It may be the first and the last time this happens. And to create this rainstorm, I'm going to just go around to the different rows, and I just want you to imitate what I do, okay? I'm going to put down the microphone. Sorry, sound guy. You have created the miracle of rain. Thank you. And what I know about you guys is that you have been through a storm, a really, really hard storm. I know to get to this learning center, you had to find a safe place, and a place that would light up with who you are and what you're about. And more than that, these guys have been through the storm of COVID. And we don't really talk about COVID very much anymore. It's like, it's done, it's over. I would like to say to the students, you are a part of history. And keep that voice going, because somebody's going to ask, what was it like? To the parents, holy smokes, you are warriors. Not only did you have to figure out what your job was going to look like, how you were going to live in a house all together, and how you were going to have enough toilet paper, you had to figure out their education. To the teachers, you are my heroes, because you found a way to connect with these kiddos in a time of international crisis. You are heroes. Okay? So I'm going to keep this short, but what I want to do is talk about one experience that you may have had in this learning experience. Okay? This is, and I'm going to do some clues about it, and I want you to think what I might be talking about. I know that I had 2 graduates, which I went to their graduations involuntarily. I was not there voluntarily. And when I asked those graduates, had you ever had this experience in your high school experience? And they said, no. Your teachers, your administration right here, they gave you a gift that may help you through any storm. And I want you to think about what this gift may be. And I know that my 2 students did not get this gift, okay? So, I talked to a labor and delivery nurse this weekend. Wonderful, wonderful woman. And she said to me, she has attended 300 births or more. And she said with each birth, everybody had their medical thing, everybody was doing their things, labor and delivery, labor and delivery. But the second that baby was born, the room would go silent, and everybody would hold their breath. And then that little one would take their first breath. And that baby would let it wail, I am here. Take care of me. And the room would then rejoice. She said for every single birth, there was not a single birth in which she did not get the chills, and she had awe. And I've had the incredible privilege to be with folks while they take their last breath, and they labor their way out of life. And when you hear that last breath, it's ah. And something sacred and awe happens. And then we live life in between, and we don't really think about our breath. What did you guys do almost every day? Meditation. They gave you a gift because there is something inside of each and every one of us that cannot be destroyed. It is the law of conservation. There is a place inside of us. I have to look at my science teacher to make sure I got that right. There is a place inside of us, okay, that has wisdom, that cannot be destroyed. No matter what trauma you have had, what bullying you have endured, what addiction you've lived with or may live with, there is a place in you that can never be created nor destroyed. And one of the gifts to get to that beautiful, beautiful place is your breath. And it is a mindful breath. And I am so grateful and so honored that you have allowed me to come and play with you. So yesterday, I'm going to wrap this up. Yesterday, and I have fingers that are covered in gold, paint. That's how I know it's a good day. Yesterday, the students and I, all of us worked on something. Some of you know it. Which one is Will? Oh, Will, you're going to have a really great one. Okay. Yeah, wait. Hold on, Will. Okay. Here we go. I want you to know okay? Each one of you will get your own umbrella that the students made for you, okay? So there are 8 umbrellas. They have your name on them. I want you to know, in the face of a storm, you can put your umbrella up. That was fun, wasn't it? You can put your umbrella up. And then, when you look on the inside, can you guys see the inside? When you look on the inside, it is the thumbprints of the people who care about you, who want you to remember just 2 words. Just 2 words. Are you ready for this? Just breathe. And any storm you can take on. So to you graduates, well done. You have earned this, and be proud. To the parents of these graduates and to the caregivers of these graduates, holy smokes, well done. I have walked out of here every Thursday saying I have met the most amazing group of kids as they have supported each other, as they have told each other's truths, and then they found a way to work out their conflict. They are amazing. To the students who are sitting out there, well done. And you are ready to take on the legacy of these guys, of creating a safe place to be who you are. And to these beautiful teachers who see and know their spirit and know their wisdom and bring it out, thank you. So it was an honor to share this with you. And at the end, Will, you're going to have to look at yours because yours has soul in it. And it was fun watching the students figure out how to put soul in yours. It was fabulous. So people may want to come and see that one, okay? So at the end of this, there is one for each one of you, and you are beautiful light. And thank you for sharing it with me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ruth. So before we get to the graduation speeches, I'd like to announce 2 awards that are given to select graduates in June. The first is the New York State Attorney General Triple C Award. And the New York State Attorney General, Letitia James, is pleased to continue the Triple C Award program to recognize the courage, character, and commitment of New York's outstanding students. Whether succeeding in academic pursuits, participating in community service, displaying leadership skills, or overcoming personal obstacles, these students provided us with hope for a brighter future. The Attorney General is honored to have the opportunity to recognize New York State students this year for their achievements. And this year it goes to 2 students, Emma Turner and Ariel Ormsby. The other award that we have tonight is the New York State Comptroller's Award. Each year, Comptroller DiNapoli Student Achievement Awards recognize students who show academic excellence and leadership potential through activities that improve their school or community. Mr. DiNapoli believes that a good education and civic engagement sets the stage for our youth to achieve great things. And this year, the receiver of this achievement award is one of our February graduates, Megan Heiler. And now I'd like to call each student up to share their graduation speech, with each student being introduced by someone special to them. So we'll start with William Hefner, introduced by Dave Quackenbush.
Thank you. Before we get to Will, I noticed that there are a lot of High School Learning Center graduates in the audience tonight, and I want to get a sense of that and would like to recognize you. So if you graduated from the High School Learning Center, even if it was 15 years ago, could you please stand now for a moment or wave to us? If you attended the High School Learning Center, yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming back tonight to support these graduates. I'm very honored to introduce Will Hefner tonight. By the way, some of you have known Will for a long time. Others might be seeing him for the first time. Will has had this mustache since 4th grade. So he really kind of looks the same, but what's changed is on the inside. And we can attest to the changes that we've witnessed since Will was accepted to the High School Learning Center. Before his experience at the High School Learning Center, Will described himself as unmotivated. He had no self-respect. He was extremely depressed and didn't care about anything. He now reports that he wants to continue to do better, that he has more respect for everyone, including himself, and that he truly cares about life. And this is a quote from Will, and you're going to be able to hear more quotes from Will when he talks in a minute. But I'm so much happier than before, and I enjoy the person I've become. Well, the changes have been evident. We have the guiding principles at the High School Learning Center, and Will has managed to exemplify and show leadership in all of them. Will is someone that students and others gravitate toward. He brings people together. With our Rotary International Interact Club, Will would organize volunteer efforts, and while he was with us, completed 85 hours of community service. Yes. He was always an eager participant in our community art collaborations with the Rockwell Museum and the Corning Museum of Glass. He is a community leader. He's also a leader at work. He's learned every position at McDonald's so that he can help other employees when they need it. If it's not obvious, Will Hefner is a good human. We're delighted that Will took the risks necessary to work toward being the best version of himself while at the High School Learning Center. His presence will be missed, but the effects of his leadership and from all of the other graduates that set such great examples for our returning students, because they've shared the experience of living through and experiencing his leadership. And it will inform the culture and the future of the High School Learning Center for years to come, just like the leaders before them who are with us tonight. So with great pride, I would like to introduce to you Will Hefner.
So I've thought about how to start this like 101 different times, and every time I started writing or typing down what I wanted to say, I just never stopped. And there's just so much to talk about, but I'm going to try to keep it brief. First off, I want to thank all the teachers, faculty, students, friends, family, everyone who's been there for me, whether that be from the start or recently, that have helped me just become the person I am today, and to become someone I'm actually proud to look at in the mirror. It took me a very long time to be able to do that. And as Dave said before the Learning Center, I wasn't happy with myself at all, and I thought that was it. I wasn't gonna finish school, and I mean, I was kind of okay with that. But when I did my interview for the Learning Center and all the teachers were there, had this sense that this was right for me and that this was a better option. And ever since my first day up here, I constantly want to do better. I truly think there's no cap to being able to be better. And everyone here really inspires me to just be the best version of myself, which I really don't think I would have gotten in any other area, really. This is just one of the best experiences I've ever lived through, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. As Dave mentioned, I've done 85 hours of community service, and it varies between a lot of different things, but the motto, "Not all heroes wear capes," I think can attribute to every student in this school, because the amount of community service that we do for this community is incredible, and all the things we've done over the years is just amazing. And having an outsider look and an insider look on it, it's just really crazy, and I'm just really glad I was able to share that with the other students, and I hope the seat I leave is filled by someone who also loves to do community service, and just being able to see the smiles on people's faces with just being able to help them, I think is just a priceless moment, and I think everyone should be able to experience that. I just want to thank you all for just being here and supporting not only the students, but just everyone, and it's been truly an honor. Thank you.
Next, we have Neela Goldwyn, introduced by Ted Goldwyn.
Good evening, everybody. So, Neil, I'm going to speak directly to you. You can turn around if you want. First off, I'd like to thank the amazing and dedicated staff and faculty here at the High School Learning Center. Sarah, the principal, and Dave, Mike, Glenn, Vanessa, Carol, and Emily, as well as the volunteers who spend so much time up here, especially Jim Rossetti and Erin Merrill in particular, and Amy Ruza. Maria, my wife, and I have seen firsthand the phenomenal work that you all do here at the High School Learning Center, and it is truly a hidden gem and asset to the Corning community. The way you teach to the whole child, to the whole student, and incorporate creativity into the work you do, it should be seen as a model for alternative education all over the state and the country and the world. And Maria and I have had the benefit of seeing two of our children go through this program and see the life-changing impact that it's had on both of them. So, Neela, I'm very proud of you for graduating from high school with a Regents diploma, for enrolling in college and exploring a bright future, for trying new things and pushing yourself beyond your perceived limits and capabilities. I'm proud of you for finding a job and potentially a career that you really love, that is intellectually stimulating, socially engaging, and involves teaching and knowledge sharing with others, including our youth. And I'm proud of you for exploring your artistic creativity in new and exciting areas, including glass blowing, ceramics, and other types of art. Neela, you and I have always had a special bond. I cherish my memories of us participating in Wildlife Princesses together, doing the campouts every year, and then especially the dad and daughter dances. The water wars at the camping weekends. Those were great memories. Everyone goes through challenges in their life. And I think that those who are able to slide through easily in their younger years may not be as well prepared for the challenges and conflicts that come later in life. Those who are a little bit more battle scarred and have been through a little bit more in their life have the skills and the tools to handle whatever life throws at them. You've always amazed me with your resiliency and your focus. I remember the gymnastics competition when you were younger, when you were sick as a dog all weekend, yet you stuck it out and performed all your routines and came away with a strong score to help your team. I know that's in you. I know you're a resilient person, and I know you're someone who has a great inner strength. I know, Neela, that you're moving into adulthood a stronger person than you were before coming to the High School Learning Center, and with more confidence and a willingness to push yourself beyond your boundaries. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I love you for the person you were, for the person you are, and for the person you will become. And I'm excited and honored to be part of that journey. So, Neela, it's your turn.
Thank you for coming tonight to help me celebrate this special event. This place helped me get to where I am today. If I didn't come up here, I don't think I would be graduating right now. The High School Learning Center gave me a place to learn independence while having a support system when I needed it. It allowed me to focus on my whole self, not just the academic side of me. The shorter school day allowed me to gain real-life experiences in multiple workplaces and also become a part of my community as well. This place gave me a second chance when I needed it most, and I've grown so much since I've been here, or over the 3 years I've been here. When starting here, I didn't have a vision for my future, and now I will be attending CCC in the fall, and I have a lot of hopes and dreams, I guess, for my future. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me no matter what, and I would also like to thank my teachers for changing the way I thought about learning and for helping me through every step of the process to graduating. And I would like to thank everyone else who helped me along the way as well. Again, thank you for being here tonight.
Next, we have Serenity Welch, introduced by Haley Welch and Jesse Welch.
Hi, I'm Serenity's older sister Haley. It's been a long, rough journey the past couple of years for us. Staying on track and focused in school has been very difficult, but yet here you sit today, graduating. You didn't let life disrupt the path you're on for your future. I couldn't be more proud of you and how far you've come. It's hard for me to accept that you're truly growing up, but you're becoming such an amazing young woman. I never would have imagined you were going to be my best friend, but I'm very happy you are and you're stuck with me. It's sad some important people couldn't be here with us today, but I know they'd be so proud of you. Keep your head up high and keep building your future.
I'm Jessie, Serenity's mom. We really like to thank the High School Learning Center for the opportunity that they gave to her, because again, you know, the same thing that Neela just said is that Serenity may or may not have graduated if she was actually still in the high school. They don't work with kids as well as everybody works with them here. So thank you very, very much to the teachers, the staff, everyone at the Learning Center that helped her along, especially the rough couple of years that this family has had. Other than that, Serenity, we are very, very proud of you, and I know that your dad and your uncle would be too, and they are watching you. But we are so proud. We love you.
When I first came to the High School Learning Center in February 2021, I was an absolute mess. I was in a really bad place mentally and didn't have any motivation to go to school or do anything. But when I got accepted into here, I knew that it would be a second chance to prove myself. With the help and support of all the teachers and my family being supportive of the change, I've been able to succeed academically and grow so much as a person. There were many obstacles in my path to get here, but I am beyond proud of myself for finally making it and being able to stand here today. I would like to give a special thank you to my mom and my dad for always being there for me and pushing me when I wanted to give up. Thank you.
Next, we have Emma Turner, introduced by Stephen Turner.
Wow, what a good day to be a parent. Proud day. not very good at speeches, but I'd like to thank the High School Learning Center from the bottom of my heart because I'm very proud of my daughter. I didn't think she'd make it this far, so. Emma, I love you very much, and I think you're going to go far in life. I'd like you to come on up, honey. I'm as nervous as you are.
I know. Is it on straight? Sorry, guys. Minor interruption. Oh my gosh, the emotion in this room is insane. It really weighs on you. I did not think I would be crying up here. I public speak so much. I'm really proud of everyone sitting here. I'm proud that I'm holding myself together right now to talk because this is such an incredible opportunity. First, I wanted to thank all of you for being here and just being so loving and caring of all of the June graduates. I'd also like to thank my dad for pushing me to come here when I had no hope left for school. And I wanted to thank the rest of my family and my boyfriend for always being there for me and reminding me that what I do is important and that I can be successful no matter where I am in life. Sorry, guys. Since I've been attending the Learning Center, I've just become overwhelmed with the support and the opportunities that I have. Dave hooked me up with a job I really enjoy. Vanessa's not here, but she taught me how to write an essay, which is really hard for me. Overall, my life has finally become mine. My anxiety and all of my troubles have become mine, not just something that weigh on me. Sorry, guys, I see my little sister out there making me more emotional. Thank you so much. A huge congratulations to everyone, and thank you so much for listening.
Next, we have Gavin Pratt, introduced by Jody Wood.
Hello, everyone. I'm very shocked to be here today. I'm not sure where the time went, how all these kids have grown up so fast. They seem to just be, to them it seems like eternity, but to us it was just a blink of an eye. They all grew up. Gavin has been and is an amazing person. To watch him grow over the years, to rise to all of his challenges that life has brought him, has been special and yet interesting at times. It's been a journey that has just begun. Kids growing up today, they have so many choices, risks to face every day. Sometimes they get on the right path and it just gets confusing and they make some detours along the way. But to be able to find the best path again, that's the key. So to be here today to celebrate this huge milestone with Gavin is amazing. He has made great accomplishments for someone who just turned 18. Some adults have a hard time accomplishing. He's had the same job for 2 years, and he bought his first car without even going in debt. And I said that alone is amazing. Overall, Gavin has really stepped into adulthood with a great head on his shoulders. He's grown immensely and become a great role model, not to just his siblings, his cousins, but to other kids that might lose their way. Gavin, we are so proud of you, we love you, and we look forward to what the future holds.
Thank you all for coming tonight, and thanks to those who made my graduation possible. A lot of people think that going to school here is easy, but you're held to a higher standard than at a regular school. You're expected to let them know when you'll be late or when you'll be absent. One of my favorite things about going here was going on walks through the woods, going on hikes in gym class. My advice to the other students is to focus on your goals every day until you achieve them. Also, I'd like to thank my mom and the rest of my family for always looking out for me and trying to make sure I'm on the right track. Thank you.
Next, we have Ariel Ormsby, introduced by Kelly Waters.
Hi. I stand stand here today beaming with pride to introduce you to the first love of my life, Ariel Ormsby. I'm not an emotional person. I'm going to cry through this, and I apologize in advance. The moment that I knew that you were going to be coming into this world, I knew that you were going to be an amazing person, and everybody knows how much I like being right. And again, I was right. Ariel, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're funny, you're determined, you're independent, and you're so many more adjectives that you made me promise I wouldn't say up here. These are the traits that brought you here and will take you so much farther. Nobody knows what your future holds, and we did not get here alone. It takes a village to raise a family, and I brought the whole village today. I'm so proud of you. I love your entire existence. Thank you to everybody at the High School Learning Center, and thank you all of you. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the support of my family and friends. Ariel?
Love you. Okay, everyone says this, but I literally didn't think I was gonna cry. Okay. I just want to start by saying that this is somewhere I never thought I'd be, graduating high school with a job and real goals and actual knowledge on how to be a person. And I can confidently say I wouldn't have gotten here without the High School Learning Center. The support, the guidance, and the kindness I've been shown in the past 2 years attending this school have helped me become the person I am today. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's helped me on this journey, an amazing group of teachers who you've heard their names 100 times today. I want to say thank you to my friends and family, which you've heard a lot of today. And I want to say the biggest thank you to my mom for being my biggest supporter and my best friend for the past 17 years. And I could have done this without you.
Next, we have Langston Rose, introduced by Lori McElwain.
Hi, Langston. Oh, okay. Okay, so this year has been a big struggle for our family. I've had cancer for like 2 years now, almost 2 years. So I'm struggling a little bit, but Langston is my boy. I call him Mr. Big. That's his nickname. We did torture him when he was younger. We made him do a pageant, and he had to go down to the mall and get up on the stage, but he wanted me not to mention that, but I had to. My daughter and Josh have done a wonderful job raising their children. Very proud of them. When I first found out he was a boy, I ran out of the doctor's office and ran down First Street, skipping and jumping, and now he's a man. So he has got his dreams and what he wants to do. Right, Langston? Where is he? He's not answering me. I love you, Langston, so much. My firstborn, so it's your turn, sir.
Alright, bro. What's up? I ain't really got much to say, but like, damn, bro, I'm graduating. But, thank you. Thank you to everyone present here, you know. Thank you to everyone who's part of the school. Thanks to all the teachers and parents and families and friends. This place gave me a new chance to be somebody for the better. Oh, yeah, like the school, everybody, you all helped us shaped. You all have helped us shaped into the people you see today by showing us guiding principles that gave me especially a new way to like think. But I remember to be like self-disciplined and a leader. I could say in total confidence that without the High School Learning Center, I would have been different.
And last, we have Emily Ross, introduced by Salem Estrada.
Millie. We have been friends for about 5, maybe 6 years now. And through those 6 years, I have been privileged enough to witness the biggest personality development I have ever seen from any of my friends. You went from being a great person to a phenomenal person through selflessness and love. And I can't wait to see what your future holds. I'm so incredibly honored to be the person introducing you today at your graduation. But more importantly, I'm so incredibly proud of you and happy that you were my friend. It takes a lot of discipline and self-confidence to navigate the world that we live in today, especially with what you've been through and what everyone has been through. And I'm so proud of you. That's all.
First, I would like to thank Salem for introducing me. So for those who do not know me, my name is Emmy. I have been going to the High School Learning Center for 3 years. I came up here when I was 14, when I had been struggling drastically in school during the second month of 10th grade due to being severely bullied. Anyways, now though, I am 17 and I never thought I'd graduate because of how bad the regular high school was for me, but here I am today graduating from this amazing school. I'm not really fond of public speaking and such, so this will be a bit short. A piece of advice I have though is to always make sure to take advantage of opportunities and to the fullest. And to put in the effort, and most of the times you will be rewarded or more doors will be opened for you. I would also like to say thank you to the teachers that are here now, but especially to the ones who were here when I was interviewed. Lauren, Liz, Mike, Brittany, and Dave, who accepted me into the High School Learning Center and gave me a chance.
And now for the important part, the presentation of diplomas. If I could have Ms. Caulfield and Dr. Wexel join me up here. Ms. Caulfield is principal of the High School Learning Center. I am happy to present the June class of 2023. These students have completed the requirements for graduation established by the Board of Regents of the University of State of New York and by the Corning Painted Post Area School District.
Dr. Wexel, I have received the recommendation of the principal that these students should receive their high school diploma. I recommend to you that the Board of Education confer these diplomas.
Upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, I, on behalf of the Board of Education, direct that these diplomas be conferred forthwith.
And now if the graduates could stand. And I'll call them by name. William T. Hefner. Neela R. Goldwyn. Serenity Welch. Emma N. Turner. Gavin Michael Pratt. Ariel Ann Ormsby. Langston A. Rose. And Emily Ross. And now I'd like to introduce the high school learning graduation class of June 2023. You can turn your tassels. And thank you all for coming tonight. Feel free to stay and take pictures. It's beautiful out.